For centuries, we've looked deep inside the human brain, searching for the spark of consciousness. We've mapped its neurons, decoded its chemistry, and measured its electrical pulses, all in the hope of finding where our thoughts, feelings, and sense of self truly come from. We've assumed the brain is the generator, the source of it all. But what if we've been looking in the wrong place? What if the brain doesn't create consciousness at all? What if it only receives it? Imagine your brain isn't a supercomputer, but a highly sophisticated radio. The music you hear doesn't originate inside the radio's wires and circuits, does it? Of course not. The music is a signal broadcast through the air, and the radio's job is simply to tune into the right frequency and translate that invisible signal into sound. Now, apply that same idea to your mind. What if your thoughts, your creativity, your deepest emotions, and your very awareness of being alive aren't generated by the gray matter in your skull? What if they are signals from an invisible field, a vast, universal ocean of consciousness that permeates everything in existence? This concept, often called the receiver theory, flips our entire understanding of ourselves on its head. It suggests that we are not isolated islands of thought. Instead, we are individual receivers, each tuned to a unique frequency, tapping into a shared, collective consciousness. Our brains act as biological antennas, filtering and processing this universal signal into our personal, subjective experience of reality. Think about it. When a radio breaks, the music doesn't disappear. The broadcast continues. The signal is still in the air. The device just can't pick it up anymore. Similarly, when a person passes away and their brain ceases to function, perhaps the consciousness, the signal doesn't vanish. It simply returns to the universal field it came from. The radio is broken, but the broadcast is eternal. Could this radical idea explain some of the most profound and mysterious human experiences? Take near-death experiences, for example. Thousands of people have reported remarkably similar stories of leaving their bodies, seeing a brilliant light, and feeling an overwhelming sense of peace and connection, all while their brains were clinically inactive, sometimes even showing a flatline EEG. If the brain creates consciousness, how is this possible? But if the brain is just a receiver, perhaps in these moments, the filter is temporarily removed, allowing the individual to experience a more direct, unfiltered connection to this greater field of consciousness. What about intuition? That gut feeling, that sudden flash of insight that seems to come from nowhere? Is it just your subconscious processing information, or could it be you momentarily tuning into a broader stream of information from this universal field? Think of those moments of shared feeling when you know what a loved one is thinking without them saying a word, or the powerful feeling of connection you might experience in nature, feeling part of something much larger than yourself. Are these just tricks of brain chemistry, or glimpses of a deeper, interconnected reality? This isn't just a philosophical fancy. Some of the most brilliant minds in science have grappled with this very question. Sir John Eccles, a Nobel Prize-winning neuroscientist, proposed that our non-physical mind interacts with the physical brain at a quantum level. He believed that the mind was distinct from the brain and used it as an instrument to act upon the world, much like a pianist uses a piano. Then there's the renowned physicist Sir Roger Penrose, who worked alongside Stephen Hawking. He and anesthesiologist Stuart Hameroff developed the ORC-O theory, which suggests that consciousness arises from quantum processes occurring within tiny structures inside our brain as neurons called microtubules. In the strange world of quantum mechanics, information is never truly lost. It's only transformed. Their theory opens the door to the possibility that the informational state of our consciousness could persist in the fabric of the universe even after the body is gone. These theories suggest that our minds are fundamentally intertwined with the universe at its most basic level. The brain might be the interface, the intricate biological hardware that allows this cosmic consciousness to experience itself in a physical form. We are not just the authors of our thoughts. We are the vessels through which the universe thinks, feels, and wonders. So, when you look in the mirror, what are you really seeing? Are you just a collection of cells and electrical signals confined to a skull? Or are you a window, a unique portal through which the cosmos itself is gazing out, experiencing the color blue, the taste of an apple, the feeling of love, the ache of sadness? Maybe the ultimate purpose of our brains isn't to create our world, but to allow us to perceive a reality that is infinitely greater and more mysterious than we ever imagined. The end of our search inside the brain might just be the beginning of our journey into a true, universal awareness. The broadcast is always on. The question is, are we learning how to tune in? Thank you so much for joining me on this mind-bending exploration. If you enjoyed this journey into the nature of consciousness, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content that challenges what we think we know. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the brain is a generator or a receiver? Until next time, keep questioning.